isn't fashionable or a status symbol. It's nasty, it's mean, it's vicious. It causes death and destruction to families and communities.
It certainly does. Wherever I go, I see guns and the use of force endorsed in our culture. It's no wonder young people follow the boot. But what are we going to do about it? How can we change this image of guns as all powerful things? How can we stop guns being cool? Guns are cool. And as the tools of empowerment, that's an idea which is endorsed all over the world. You only have to take a look at the news.
On the hip-hop videos, it's not real. When we turn on the news,
left, right, left, right. The revolution has come. Time to pick up the guns. The revolution has come. Time to pick up the guns. The revolution has come. Time to pick up the guns. The revolution has come.
Fret not, young Negro. No need for marching in the streets, preaching, struggling to build your own. It's time for a new era. Put that fist down and take off that leather jacket. Here, I have a suit for you. There, isn't that better? Now come and sit at my table. No need to fight no more, you've arrived. This is not the era of black leaders, see there. They're all gone. And now we'll give you black professionals. Now we'll give you leading blacks. Come on, take a seat. Come on in. Come on.
they just come to London town. She used to work on the underground, but working on the underground, you don't get to know your way around. England is a bitch, there's no escape in it. England is a bitch, there's no running away from it.
And you done a runner. Come on, Golly, I'm coming with us.
Some excellent work, officers. She now works for us. Yeah, she can push our drugs now. In no time, we'll have control of this community. It's the sound when they come around. See, they shooting and looting, and these streets, they polluting, happy slapping, rapping and mocking. See, nothing seems to be able to stop these gun-toting ghetto gangsters. These gangs. From Moss Side to the South Side, gunplay sweeps the country. From Johnson's to the Burger Bar Boys to PBC. Another brother staying live on TV.
A young African Caribbean male was shot dead today. Yet another act of black on black ghetto gunplay. Police are still speculating as to what the motive could be. But the description of the assailant
looks just like me.
The description of the victim
looks just like me. Renamed, reclassed, and re-identified as an IC3. For IC3. Masonry. I see the truth and the truth see me. See, I see the truth and the truth see. It's the sound when they come around. See, they shooting and looting. And these streets, they polluting. Happy, slapping, rapping and mucking, see, nothing seems to be able to stop these gun-toting ghetto gangsters, hustlers, Those drug dealing, scheming, hood wearing quick to pull these triggers. But did you ever consider the bigger picture of that so-called thug? And that thug life acronym meaning the hate you gave little infants of everyone. Thug life.
My children, what happened to my children? What happened to my children? What happened to my child? They see themselves through another man's eyes. Victims of fabrication made reality from their lies. My children, what happened to my children? What happened to my children? My children, my children, my children.
These are my streets, where I kill for a living and I live for the beef. What? Nobody can't touch me, cause I roll with my fam roll deep. Yeah? I might rob and I might thief. It's the life that I was given, I take the bitter with the sweet. Tell me, mums, where was you to lead? And dad, where was he to teach? See, the choice to be born weren't mine. So now I'm here, yeah. I've got to go and handle mine. So what? Now everybody wants to be asking me why. Now everybody wants to ask why. When no one was asking me why, yeah, when they heard my hungry baby cry, they just said, try or aim high. Taking no responsibility like I just fell out the sky. See the buck, it's how we survive. And there are laws on these streets to keep us alive. See the laws on road reflect your codes and modus operandi.
I stood at the gates of the great garden of Gethsemane, seeing old friends and new enemies, saying, please, Lord, let this cup pass from me. See, this world was never built for neither peacemakers nor poets. For we're supposed to be parading in his paradise, but I stand as a citizen under siege, watching close friends lie in state before their time, men with beautiful minds, leaving me to pick up the pieces. Oh Lord, I swear, I was never built for this. Helping close friends' parents find the strength to carry on, wondering over the problems with them. Their parents, or a governmental one, where men, all suited and booted, spread cocktails of concoction of lies and truth, talk about plans for the streets. Apparently they have a divine plan for peace. But in reality, they just really want your vote. Black men, you really should put down these guns, true. Guns hurt communities and prevent them from rebuilding, true. There are more blacks in prison than me, there should be in colleges, all true. But every time I turn on the TV, you're invading countries, killing millions, what a head example of you. You're right. You're either with us or against us. So if I put down my guns, will you put down yours? For only following our leaders, their mentors, from TV, PlayStation, films to real life war. For most bodies that died from bullets, guns that say made in American products, or worse still, made in Great Britain for the consumption of United Kingdom's children.
See this? Whole systems based on gangsterism. In the minds of vicious, sadistic, twisted fiends. Look throughout European history and see where they got what they got through peaceful means. I guarantee you, it doesn't exist. And as that clock turns, they twist and shape reality, portraying images of disaffected ghetto gangster youths on their loose. But when they're gangster, they don't be like you. See, they don't be taking out one-man crew. They take out whole nations and subject whole races to their extinction. And with the same twisted conviction, they criminalize these youth to anguish. Which are some of these youths saying they figured out their diction, they figured out their language. So when it's all said and done, maybe we won't put down those buckies, maybe we won't put down those guns. But we might just reassess those targets. My children, what happened to my children? What happened to my children? What happened to my child? They see themselves through another man's eyes. Victims of fabrication made reality from their lives. My children, what happened to my children? My children, my children, my children, my children.
But African historic history tells a different story. For that word, gang was slang for fam, because fam stood the bigger plan. Defend the community and take a stand for our future, for our youth, for uncle, auntie, granddad and gran. Nation building forefront. You understand? From the original grand master, the world spins faster and faster as the ancestors spin, twist, tuck and turn in their tombs. For the gang no longer represents what it originally stood for. And this generation of disregarded youth, see, if we listen closely, we can hear truth from their confessional booth.
No, it's like, I got something to say, it's like, I don't have to say it, but yo, I vow to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I vow to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Father, forgive me for I have sinned, I've lost my way, don't know where I've been. Life is grim, ain't learned the lessons, been 6 months since my last confession. It's been 6 months since my last confession. Ain't learned the lessons.
What would you like to confess to me, brother?
I'm rags, what? I don't give a damn, respect no bread. Take out any man, walk she's strapped and I'm tight when I grip. You like your life, best to shut the lip. Don't slip if I catch you, that's you. Everybody when I draw for the mash. Prank is out when I roll with the hood. Cause I got a knife for an ex-man's goods. I stay on road or jail yards. Any which way I spit behind bars. Never get them is the way I choose it. Keep it real on road in music.
Don't confuse this music with some type of truth mission. You're confusing the young in this question and violence among our children. Our young'uns are crying for modern day Malcolm, and you should be spreading the message of peace that's within them.
I don't know peace, I don't know love. All I know is streets, all I know is beef. All I get is peace, do what I do so I can get peace. That's out of school, random cheaply. Just cause I wanna let an ex-man cheat me. School didn't really know how to treat me. Can't do jokes, so I shot rock neatly. And so I do hard for peanuts. Whatever I be, trust I'm not gonna be broke the need. I never made them drugs and guns, I just deal with the rats and bust to make fun.
You're setting us up to fail with your own tongue, causing our own self-destruction. They supplying guns and have young blacks killing. They're building prisons and have young blacks fleeing. You're creating music and have young blacks killing. I'm sick and tired of young
gangster.
You's a bad man?
Yeah, they call me gangster.
You's a bad man?
Yeah, they call me gangster. What?
Someone tell these so-called gangsters we still got some unfinished business. These lazy lost gods living in limbo and street corners, intelligent hustlers, afraid to dream of better, they return their envelopes with a mission still unopened. The schools never told them he had the power to change this earth's condition, but teachers are tormented, wondering how the hell do I access these children? Forced to drift in reminiscent amazement about the success of the Black Panther movement, turning ex-street hustlers to extraordinary human beings, but these ex-Malcolm X-men are now languishing in London. Listening to iPods when supposed to be learning lessons inside classrooms, far cry from the success rate of the Nation of Islam conversions, who wasted too much time doing nonsense. As parents pray to stop the violence and activists bar for justice, and youth workers who want the kids to be more receptive so good teachers can teach the children to do something more than just tell jokes and rapping. Maybe replace some of your dancing with some planning, some of your nightclub with some strategizing, some of your religious zealousness with some unified efforts, but our burning question is the quest for our young Saviour's salvation. But we've lived so long that our Saviours, even the strongest faithful now doubt it. Because our gospel songs, they're just like opium giving us temporary bliss. Because the modern Goliaths, they swing swords and our stones always miss. So I'd be in youth centers. And more time I just listen to the bleeding stories some of our young people got to live with. Kings and queens, behold, fallen gods and goddesses. I look in their eyes and see if they can picture what I'm picturing. Street girls who can no longer see themselves in colleges. They look for the man they see where the money is. Young boys up watching this development. They don't want to be single, celibate, or even monogamous. I question, where's the ambition in this environment? In high school, he said a professional, or even president, astronaut, leader, teacher on a continent. Now they look back in anger, with a belly full of pain and laughter. Bigger joke is than our youth workers in youth centers, staring back at our old self-styled young with reflection, because the system never had no confidence in our children. Especially when teachers be like, they didn't build no damn pyramids. They can't even concentrate on our math classes. Shall kids go up believing this perspective? So now we have to enter into debate and argument to believe that he achieved anything. You're a gangster, yeah? You're a killer, yeah? You believe that? Easier to kill a human that's black than it is to raise a black human. Natural laws in pandemonium. When I spawn children are aliens in a society that's failing them. But our salvation is contained in these same self-styled scary warriors. These same so-called gangsters who begin running when we hunt them down with flyers, for it serves as reminders to the guilty soul of past achievements. Let them know, son, there's much work to be done, son, and when you're finished, we'll still be busy holding rallies, waiting for your presence and your divine Malcolm X spirit. Because the one English word Africans never learned to speak, and that is to comprehend the meaning of defeat.
See, truth of the matter, it's like there's no vision for the future. It's like we'd rather delete ya than complete ya. Like we'd rather delete ya than complete ya. Like bop, 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 bop is the sound when they come around. See, they shooting and looting, and apparently the streets they polluting. They happy slapping, rapping and mugging. See, nothing seems to be able to stop these gun-toting ghetto gangsters. But take me Take me to the mind's eyes of one of those fallen strangers. And there, right there you'll find an elite SWAT team, ready to pull on fatigues and bleed for the cause in genocidal wars. No need for a round of applause for the use of alliteration or metaphors. Just grant me the time to just pause. Take time. Pour a 40 or pour libation and remember yours. Remember yours. Remember yours. Our youth are trying to find an exit or a way out. And it seems like we don't hear their pleas. Nah. All we do is we hear their shout and their screams of pain ring out from the streets of Somalia and Soweto, Lagos and Sao Paulo, and the Popo and the 5-0 and the Beats and the Boy them all play their part in the murder and brutality of our youth. FBI attacks and infiltration, with a new creation to flood these communities with mafia thugs pushing drugs and CIA spies and internal ties set to demise the rise of a new one. See, they say, kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows.
We must stop the rise of a black leader like Malcolm, who can unify and electrify the masses of the black people.
We have a single aim and purpose. And that aim and purpose is prevent that leader connecting to their youth.
If we allow them to get through to the young, then it's surely over for us.
Kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows. Run, go tell those now. Contempro, yo! gangs, these original gangs, were formed from community youth clubs. People brought together to defend the community from hooded thugs and others. From the Ku Klux Klan to the spook hunters, sisters, brothers, defenders, panthers, snick. Take your pick. So all were affected by the Vietnam draft. To fight a war that weren't theirs, whilst heirs to their throne were left alone. Single mothers prone to attack from blaxploitation and giving birth to a nation and mass murder, media fueling self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction. What? Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction. What? Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction. Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. I like it raw. Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction.
Look at him, he's so dark with your black skin, red and black, your big bubble, like that.
Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction. Promiscuous girl, you know where you are. Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction.
Yeah, man, grab it, man. I see my whole birthday here. I'm just on the next level, right? I'm just about to go jack someone, yeah? So I'm gonna watch that, man. Woo!
Self-destruction. We're heading for self-destruction.
Just that shit want me. Squeeze her breast up like the chicken of my gun. Turn her back ways, walk around the
It's the sound when they come around. See, they shooting and looting. And the streets, they polluting. Happy, slapping, rapping and mugging. See, nothing seems to be able to stop these gun-toting ghetto gangsters from LA to JA to UK to AK-47s, Mac 10s, peer pressure from friends, riches and beamers and Benz. It's like we're drunk on this materialism. I see, as like the Black Panthers of the US of A, over here in the UK, it was Jah!
Rastafari!
We say Jah!
Rastafari!
Selassie I! Rastafari! Yeah! Them say Jah!
Rastafari!
Oh, them know it. Jah! You see Rasta? Rastafari used to be the backbone and also the front line in defending the community against police suslo attacks and modern day lynchings. You see Rasta was riddled with a deep culture and a rich history. You see Rasta used to link those from the West Indian and the Caribbean direct to the motherland. Cabulan. Yeah. Rastafari. So they say Rastafari don't work for no CIA. Well, we don't really know about today, but you see Rasta? You see Rastafari make clean living, discipline of body and mind, which meant no pork, no swine of any kind.
But you see, the victory, it seems like those days have been left behind. You see, I have been commercialized into Bob Marley posters and t-shirts that say legalized. Matty J, hippie screeching, no woman, no cry. Like that makes you Rastafari. See, as a youth, Rastafari were the bringers of the truth, whose overstanding crossed the seas and shores to give our young minds a boost. True then, can I? and Pastor Karkanai. Just sent his warriors to the mystified through the word sound of Rastafari. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine and I hope you're fine. Tune, talk about them tune. Them tune would make the dance hard rock. The skin up stop, the finger wave flop, and the sporting wave drop. As a new seed of consciousness was planted, and happily those words of reverence were chanted. And you see, even though we never knew it, then the man was teaching us about African pride. You see, they taught us to unite, to continue the fight of those such as Marcus and Amy Garvey, and for their works all praise be. You see, they reasoned with us about apartheid in South Africa and the global African family. And with this natural mystical energy that could liberate I and I psyche, the oppressors planted a negative image of the dread as lawless, smoking thugs with dreaded things upon their head. And you see, these dreaded led media lies overshadowed the light, the integrity of the fight for justice and human rights. But you see, I and I, well, I remember that real I and I, that the true and mighty I and I. As I walk back that I and I said I walk back that I and I.
But that day would never die. Just as long as we keep the name of the real. Jah Rastafari.
It's a true name, Jah Rastafari. But it's a true name, Jah Rastafari. And it's a true name,
Jah, yeah man. Rastafari. But unfortunately, it's very hard to still find those true lines here today. And so I hear you say, what does this have to do with our youth? Well, without the direction of the cultural community commandos, and without the legacy of the Deacons of Defense down in the South, though, how can shooting up your community move to defending your community, your nation? See, economic deprivation got us straight in these streets, straight faking, talking about my bling's bigger than your bling.
I'm treasuring. My bling's bigger than yours.
No, blood. My bling is bigger than your bling. You see the people, blood.
No, blood. My fling is bigger than all of yours.
And for those who feel about this is the only world with which our youth reside, now, keep the faith. Keep the faith. Because even during our deepest times and movements, we still manage to produce magnificence and brilliance to the highest degree. So in the name of the great griot, keep your head up. It's the sound when they come around. See, they shooting, looting, on the streets they polluting, happy slapping, rapping and mugging. See,